As a youngster in India and a manner who has been a delegate of and chaired in a few, I am very concerned about the future of our world. The recent Russian-Ukraine conflict has not only left the world broken and caused economic shakedowns, but is also impacting the livelihood of several children. Millions of people have been displaced internally and are being forced to seek shelter in neighboring countries that they don't know much about. People are being forced to seek shelter in bunkers and are surviving on whatever food remains or is being rationed to them. A recent picture of Sasha, a 9-year-old Ukrainian girl, losing one of her arms, has left me dazed. In a comment, the girl innocently asked, "What have I done to lose my arm? Why did I lose my arm?" It, the photo just left me very touched, and it made me wonder why did she really have to lose her arm? How is she responsible for the conflict between Russia and Ukraine? How is a 9-year-old kid responsible for something which is a part of the president of Russia and the president of Ukraine? During one of my debates representing the war-torn country Palestine in the Security Council, I came across startling data which represented that more than 1,500 children have lost their lives due to the long-standing conflict between Israel and Palestine. How has the life of one child, or as a matter of fact, several children, become so expendable? According to Save the Children UK site, each day 300 children die globally due to conflict and war. That's more than 500,000 children in a span of 8 years. Most of these children become victims of post-traumatic stress disorders. Post-traumatic stress disorders, or PTSD, is a mental health issue which is often triggered by either experiencing or witnessing traumatic events. Symptoms include severe anxiety, uncontrollable thoughts about the event, and nightmares. These children are often orphaned at a young age and so rely on state welfare schemes. With the existing physical and mental health issues, these children and lack of resources and opportunities, these children fail to become well-rounded, responsible individuals. Apart from those who suffer the direct consequences of war, there are those who get caught up in it inadvertently. More than 10,000 Indian students studying in Ukraine were forced to evacuate and leave for their homeland. This not only creates uncertainty between them, but also raises the question that how certain disputes would affect career and educational opportunities for aspiring students throughout the world. Dispute not only creates divide, but also causes severe uncertainty. How will a Russian child who dreams to go to Harvard be able to go if several travel routes have been suspended as a result of rising tensions between the two countries? Dispute has never been a good thing, let's just face it. It leads to a sustained increase in the price of commodities. And Russia, which is one of the world's largest oil exporters and has several economic ties with countries such as India, has now faced several economic sanctions, and as a result, prices of gasoline have risen. In Mumbai city, my homeland, I see daily workers on their two-wheelers who survive by delivering goods. Their bread and butter rely on petrol, and when international conflicts makes the prices of bare necessities to rise, these workers suffer immensely. I call upon the adults of the world that instead of preparing us children for violence and war, constant and concentrated efforts should be made in order to make the world a better place, so that us children inherit a better one and then play our part to make the world more peaceful. To the children of the world and my fellow learners, I have this to say. Violence will never be the solution in a conflict. In order to resolve international conflicts, we must understand each other and not resort to violence and war. Such are the values that I myself have absorbed and inculcated by representing several delegations in model United Nations. They not only have taught me the importance of having a global perspective, but that in order to live in prosperity and harmony, we must all make assiduous efforts in order to preserve peace, and that such peace can only be attained by understanding each other and not resorting to violence and destruction and war. Let us take a firm stand against violence and war. Thank you.